Redacted. Kafka's letter. First floor, Crown House, 11 Regent's Hill, Brighton, BN1 3ED. Miss Redacted of Redacted Saxon Street, St Leonards-on-Sea, East Sussex, TN Redacted 6 Redacted. Court reference SD17 Redacted. Kafka's reference 768 Redacted. Dear Miss Redacted, further to the application to court, I would like to arrange a telephone appointment with you to discuss your case. It is expected that this appointment should last for approximately 20 to 40 minutes. Date, 31st of the 1st, 2017. Time, between 10:30 and 11:30 a.m. I do not need to see or speak to the children at this stage. If necessary, please make alternative arrangements for their care during our telephone interview. If this date and time is inconvenient for you, please let me know at your earliest opportunity to arrange a more convenient time. If you require special assistance, such as an interpreter, please let me know using the contact details above before our appointment. The telephone number we have for you is 07557 Redacted. If this is incorrect, please could you let me know the correct one. If you would like further information on Kafkas and our role in court proceedings, please visit our website, www.kafkas.gov.uk. Yours sincerely, Redacted, Family Court Advisor. Kafkas letter. First floor, Crown House, 11 Regent Hill, Brighton, BN1 3ED. 6th of February 2017 to Miss Redacted of Redacted Saxon Street, St Leonards-on-Sea, East Sussex, TN Redacted 6 Redacted. Court reference SD17 Redacted, Kafkas reference 76 Redacted 2. Dear Miss Redacted, as you are aware, Kafkas has been asked by the court to prepare a report about some of the issues in your case. I have now completed the work I needed to do and have written my report. Please find enclosed a copy of this report, which I have also sent to the court. If you believe there are any factual inaccuracies in the report, please let me know as soon as possible so that we can discuss what might need to be done to correct any errors. If there are any areas in the report where you do not agree with the views I have expressed or the recommendations I have made, please do ensure that you raise any concerns you may have during the forthcoming court hearing so that the court is aware of your views. Unless at the court hearing the court asks Kafkas to undertake further work, we will no longer be involved in your case after the hearing. Yours sincerely, Redacted, Family Court Advisor. Kafkas Report, 6th of February 2017. To Hastings County Court and Family Court, Hearing Centre, The Law Courts, Bohemia Road, Hastings, East Sussex, TN 34 1QX. Kafkas reference 76 Redacted 2. Kafkas letter to the court. Court, Hastings County Court and Family Court. Court case number SD17 Redacted. Date of hearing 9th of February 2017. Children subject to the application: name of child, gender, date of birth, age. Redacted, female, 17/02/2012, 4 years. Redacted, male, 31st of the 12th, 2014, 2 years. Adult parties to the proceedings: name of party, gender, relationship to the children, date of birth. Julia, redacted, female, parent, 28th of the 9th, 1987. Redacted, male, parent, 27th of the 10th, 1977. The court sent Kafkas the C100 application in the above case listed of the first hearing as above. The purpose of this letter is to inform the court about Kafkas' work to date. Note, significant factual errors, not matters disputed by the parties, in this letter should be referred to the author. Any concerns about other aspects of the letter, for example, the extent of inquiries, the opinions expressed in it, or matters disputed by the parties must be addressed in court. Summary of Kafkas screening actions and outcomes. Redacted 2 and Redacted 4 were made subject to an Redacted for a Redacted order to spend time made by their Redacted, Mr. Redacted. There is an application for redacted in respect of a disagreement over redacted baptism. The children live with their mother, redacted. Mr. Redacted did not raise any risk issues about the children within his application. The family is previously known to CAFCAS, closed case 6-3 redacted, HS14P redacted 04. CAFCAS completed redacted May 2015 and redacted June 2015 made for the redacted to live with misredacted. The redacted gave an undertaking to redacted contact for redacted. Stay in contact of redacted build up to redacted was agreed. Redacted contact to remain between redacted every redacted. Parents were to attend redacted. The return safeguarding checks are summarised below. Since the last CAFCAS involvement in June 2015, there has been no new information about the children. Police. Redacted has one conviction for 4 offences of relevance. 2010, police took NFA for assault occasioning actual bodily harm, punched and kicked partner in stomach. 1995, carrying firearm and ammunition in a public place, 3 times criminal damage. Redacted has no convictions and 1 caution which is not relevant to proceedings. East Sussex Children's Services. The children are previously known. October 2014 police report. Mr. Redacted reported to redacted his concerns about redacted contact with redacted. He believed redacted took drugs and had been violent in the past. Mr. Redacted is subject to a redacted molestation order of no contact with Miss Redacted. Police undertook a welfare visit. Police had no concerns. Police and local authority took NFA. 2014, November. Marak referral made by midwife in respect of Miss Redacted, who has 2-year-old Redacted and currently pregnant. Mr. Redacted is reported to be suffering from mental health, religious Redacted and paranoia, but Redacted to seek treatment and considered Redacted to his Redacted and estranged wife, Miss Redacted. A redacted order in place between 22nd of the 11th, 2014. Outcome. Miss Redacted active protectively and supports in place. LADO referral made due to Mr. Redacted working as a redacted tutor to redacted NFA. December 2014 court order received asking for redacted to complete redacted safeguarding checks and report back to redacted if they had taken any action in response to redacted made by redacted. Summary of any risk identification contacts made by CAFCAS. Telephone interview with Mr. Redacted on 31st of the 1st, 2017. He advised, alleged Miss Redacted swears in front of Redacted during Redacted. She recently said redacted during Redacted. The Redacted responded by redacted down, alleged the children have been redacted and redacted. He has audio recordings. He believes Redacted are going to be ruined if they stay with Miss Redacted. He believes Miss Redacted is using redacted. Alleged during recent contact with Redacted said to her redacted, I'm going to spit on you, and that Redacted told me so. Alleged Redacted also said, Redacted says when I'm older I don't have to come to you. Alleged Redacted are dressed in thin and redacted clothing at handovers. Says Miss Redacted still does not allow Redacted to come to London for contact. In January 2017, Redacted asked for a redacted with Redacted and received no response from Miss Redacted. He kept Redacted for a redacted and Miss Redacted contacted police to report kidnapping. Police completed a welfare check at Redacted home following the following morning. Miss Redacted drove with Redacted to Mr. Redacted home and was present outside when police met with Redacted and Redacted. Redacted then went with Miss Redacted. He said he was going to return Redacted to Miss Redacted that morning. Alleged Redacted was upset when Redacted left that morning. Redacted had Redacted and reluctantly walked to door where Redacted was collected by Miss Redacted. Redacted believes Miss Redacted sent her Redacted to collect Redacted from Redacted to provoke Redacted to kick off. In respect of drugs and alcohol, reiterated that Redacted in previous court proceedings that Redacted is a heroin, cocaine and ecstasy user. He attributes redacted mood swings to redacted drug taking because nobody acts like this unless they're taking drugs. In respect of mental health, Redacted is not aware of any diagnosis in respect of Miss Redacted, but wants Redacted checked. Says Redacted had a psychiatric analysis completed by a good doctor during previous proceedings. A phone call was made to Miss Redacted on 31st of the 1st, 2017 for a scheduled telephone safeguarding interview, which Redacted had been notified via Redacted. The number dialed went to voicemail, where a message was left asking for a callback. It has not been possible to complete the safeguarding interview prior to filing this report. Redacted will be spoken to by the duty CAFCAS officer at court. Analysis of issues arising from safeguarding or identification. Risk. Redacted and Redacted are young siblings who are reliant upon an adult carer to ensure their safety at all times, healthy growth and development, and physical and emotional needs are met. The Redacted live with their Redacted and spend time with their Redacted via a child arrangements order, June 2015. CAFCAS previously provided the court with an S7 report, May 2015, which the court may want to review in respect of the current application, as Mr. Redacted has returned matters back to court. Safeguarding checks are complete and confirm no new information about the children from the statutory agencies. Mr. Redacted referred to an incident in January 2017 requiring police to undertake a welfare check at his property. This was in respect of him keeping Redacted redacted, which had not been agreed by the Redacted. The court may wish to direct CAFCAS to undertake an enhanced police check to obtain more information about this event. Also, Miss Redacted's views are not known. CAFCAS were unable to provide specific recommendations in respect of the application without first completing the safeguarding interview with Miss Redacted. This can be completed at the court by a duty CAFCAS officer, where advice will be provided upon completion. A copy of this letter has also been sent to the parties. Letter completed and signed by Redacted Family Court Advisor. CAFCAS Safeguarding Letter Reviewed. Hastings Family Court. Email to Legal Advisor Redacted. Name Redacted. Court reference SD17 Redacted. ECMS 768 Redacted. Date 9th of February 2017. Mother interviewed. She redacted drugs allegations. She redacted any mental health concerns in respect of Redacted. Redacted continues to believe that Redacted has unresolved mental health, and Redacted didn't like that Redacted psychiatric doctor redacted concerns prior to assessing Redacted in previous proceedings. However, the Redacted are being redacted and cared for by Redacted and Redacted. They attend and return parental contact Redacted. Redacted says Redacted's behaviour at school to her peers has gotten redacted, but not sure if this is down to Redacted speech and language needs or reaction to adult conflict between Redacted. Admits to having redacted during handover in respect of something Redacted had provocatively remarked. Redacted's view is that the majority of handovers are Redacted. Her view is that Redacted haven't been redacted during handovers as alleged by Redacted. Since order, June 2015 made, Redacted has reported on 3 occasions to the police. A. July-August 2016, Redacted reported to Hastings Police that she agreed for Redacted to go to Redacted with Redacted for an extra night, with return by Redacted. However, Redacted not returned until Redacted, and an argument took place at handover as Redacted. Mother's view is that Redacted wasn't redacted by this incident, and Redacted was redacted in the pushchair. 1st of January 2017, Redacted reported to Met Police that Redacted kept child. Redacted asked for an extra night, and Redacted replied with no, and Redacted kept her anyway. Redacted contacted police when Redacted drove up the next morning with Redacted and her Redacted. Police attended, and police officer escorted Redacted from Redacted to Redacted, who was waiting by the gate. Redacted has email thread of their correspondence, RE disagreement over extra night stay. Last week, January 2017, Redacted reported online to Hastings Police that Redacted told her that Redacted was sat on Redacted's lap during car ride down A21. Redacted discussed with Redacted via email, and Redacted admitted it wasn't Redacted on Redacted's lap, but it was Redacted who was on Redacted's lap. Redacted hasn't had a reply from Hastings Police about this report yet. Redacted is agreeable to increase Redacted's contact and proposes gradual increase to work towards overnights. Redacted and Redacted both attend the same nursery and the same sessions together during the week. Both children are finished with nursery by Redacted. Advice. I do not have any concerns about Redacted care of the children or that Redacted has any mental health or drug alcohol issues. There has been no referrals made to the local authority and the Redacted since last CAFCAS involvement in 2015. My view is that Redacted presents as resentful towards Redacted, and this may impact on their Redacted relationship. I have concerns about the Redacted's safety during Redacted, especially since it is suggested that Redacted has admitted to allowing Redacted to travel on Redacted's lap, not in her car seat. Handovers need to be free of adult issues between Redacted and any other adult present. Redacted or Redacted about contact to take place during handovers. This is Redacted appropriate. Redacted to have discussions, save for email or telephone calls away from Redacted or mediation. Redacted to agree to Redacted. The court may wish to direct for enhanced police checks to be undertaken with Sussex and Met police authorities to determine the events as reported. My view is that, in order to progress Redacted contact with Redacted, it is in their best interest to attend Redacted, in order to build up Redacted contact gradually. My suggestion is for Redacted and Redacted to spend time with Redacted until Redacted, and for Redacted and Redacted to go on to staying contact as Redacted. On Redacted and Redacted to return to Redacted and spend time with Redacted from Redacted. After a Redacted increase to a Redacted overnight with Redacted and Redacted, together Redacted for a Redacted to then progress to Redacted stay in contact. CAFCAS recommendations from S7 report May 2015 suggested Redacted undertakes Redacted or Redacted. It was not ordered in the June 2015 order, but Redacted as a support to the Redacted relationship with Redacted. Letter completed by duty CAFCAS advisor, Redacted.